Arriving at Gatwick, we catch the Gatwick Express train, which takes us to Victoria Station in central London. From there, we take a cab to the Regency Hotel at 100 Queensgate in Kensington. After a good night's sleep, we walk over to the South Kensington station, take the tube into central London, exiting at the Tower Hill station. Outside, we stumble upon the ruins of an ancient wall that once ringed the city. And nearby, what's left of a postern gate. Within sight of Tower Bridge is the entrance to the Tower of London. We go through the middle tower first, across a short bridge through Bayward Tower, and onto Bank Street. A glance left is Mint Street. We pass Traitor's Gate, where traders of the state who arrive via the Thames River were led through the ramparts, up the steps into the tower to meet their fate. And finally, through Bloody Tower and onto the grounds. Ahead and to the right, we are greeted by White Tower. To the left, Tower Green and the Queen's House. Up further, the Chapel Royal of St. Peter ad Vincula. Waterloo Barracks, where the crown jewels are kept, and the headquarters of the Fusiliers, both which are guarded by numerous gargoyles perched high upon the roof, where nothing escapes their watchful gaze. Now over to White Tower. Inside is a rather incredible collection from the royal armories that span several centuries. Among the displays are weapons, armor, wooden horses, and much, much more. Apparently, Anne Boleyn lost her head on this very chopping block. The plaque reads, "The tradition of the tower has always pointed out this as the stair under which the bones of the boy King Edward V and his brother were found in 1674 during King Charles II's reign, 190 years after they mysteriously disappeared, and from whence they were removed to Westminster Abbey." Below are some of the roosts for the ravens which live here at the tower. Legend has it that when the ravens leave the Tower of London, the British Empire will crumble. Hence, ravens are welcome and in fact taken care of here. It's getting late, time to head back through Bloody Tower and calling an end to today's explore of this amazing part of British history. It's a new day. We cross the Thames River using the Golden Jubilee footbridge, walk through the Jubilee Gardens to the London Eye. Alas, on this visit we did not take the ride. a short ride on the tube to the Charing Cross station, and we emerge near Trafalgar Square. The square commemorates the Battle of Trafalgar that took place off the coast of Spain in 1805. The British fleet squared off against the Spanish fleet. Led by Vice Admiral Lord Horatio Nelson, the British prevailed. Admiral Nelson's likeness sits atop the column in the square. One of two fountains that adorn the area, with a National Gallery in the background. Not half a mile walk south on Whitehall Road is famous Westminster Abbey. The cathedral's west entrance, which brings you into the nave. And the amazing north entrance. The Crimea and Indian Mutiny Monument, with a Westminster Sanctuary in the background. The marble and stone column honors the students of Westminster School who died during the Crimean War and Indian Mutiny, topped with a figure of St. George slaying a dragon. Now, over at Parliament, and that's Victoria Tower at the building's southwest corner. You can see London's famous Big Ben there in the background. Westminster Hall to the left. Another half-mile walk, and we're at Buckingham Palace. A nice shot of the Memorial Gardens in front of the palace, with the Queen Victoria Memorial to the right. At its top, the gilded winged goddess of victory. Below, in the middle of the pedestal, Queen Victoria sits upon the throne. Buckingham Palace from the base of Queen Victoria's memorial. The beautifully ornate main palace entrance. And of course, the royal family must be properly guarded. Nearby, we found another highly ornate gate, this being the entrance into Green Park, part of the palace garden. Some royal carriages are exiting the palace grounds and heading down the mall. As near as I can tell, they look to be foreign dignitaries, perhaps heading over to the Houses of Parliament. London Bridge of modern day bears no resemblance to the London Bridge of early London. But still, we wanted to see it with our own eyes. In fact, the bridge of today is anything but extraordinary. But it does provide a nice view of the Thames. You can see the Tower Bridge in the distance, which has provided an iconic river crossing since 1894. At nearby St. Katherine's docks, we find a sort of oasis, a Starbucks, a place to rest up from miles of walking and enjoy something warm and tasty. After coffee, we walk across the Tower Bridge to the south bank of the Thames. That's the Tower of London over there. And in the background, the so-called Gherkin building, because of its resemblance to a giant pickle. A very modern-looking London City Hall building. Back across the bridge. Just up the river from Tower Bridge is the HMS Belfast, an 11,000-ton World War II-era British light cruiser, now a museum ship anchored in the river. Above the trees here in Kensington Gardens can be seen the Prince Albert Memorial, erected by Queen Victoria in honor of her husband. Some scenes from St. James Park along the mall near Buckingham Palace. A medallion in the center of the Blue Bridge over St. James Lake, commemorating the Diana, Prince of Wales Memorial Walk. That's the cottage on Duck Island. That will do it for today. Tonight, we meet the tour group at the hotel, and tomorrow, we will be joining the Stephen Ambrose D-Day to the Rhine tour, which will be in the next video.